And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we are continuing along with the MegaWad Deathless. This is Episode 1, Lifeless, Map 3, Sluice Gate. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we are playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. We have 77 kills to be had, there are 4 secrets and 32 items. I expect to be able to show you how to do all that in what I think is the most effective way to go about it. So we do start off with our pistol. We'll go ahead and pick up some ammo. There's an imp here, so let's dispose of the imp. And then these zombie men. Pick up a little bit of ammo. There's a couple more zombie men around the corner. We're going to go this way, and then we're going to go for that shotgunner's shotgun. Grab the shotgun. That shotgunner will not come for you right away because as you continue on, he'll be stuck on the ledge. A couple of zombie men here. 3 to be precise. We can pick up their ammo. None of the specters can come up the stairs, so we can safely ignore that for now. We don't have the yellow key. We're going to head back to the start. We're going to ignore those imps as well. And while it would have been intuitive to maybe start with this door, I only start with it now, because now I have the shotgun and a little bit more ammo. So we're going to face some enemies in here, primarily a shotgunner first, then some imps and some zombie men. Shotgunner, imps, and the zombie men. There are armor and health bonuses. Do grab them. Let's go grab a secret. We do press a switch here. It's hidden. Yeah, so now we have the chainsaw. Again, not my favorite weapon, but it's nice to have it. It will come in handy with all the specters and pinkies. So sure, let's break out the chainsaw. Cut up some meat, as they say. Grab a little ammo here if you need it. Stim pack if you do. Next area we're going to go to is over there where those imps are firing. Now the mud is damaging, so do be careful as you go in without the suit. But since we have the suit, we shouldn't worry about anything. Yes, there were specters behind us, but they cannot cross that threshold, so we're safe in here. Now we have the chain gun, which is good. I use this doorway as a whole point. 1, because they cannot cross, and 2, I don't get surrounded, right? If I didn't have the rad suit, it would also be a convenient way to dispose of these specters without taking any damage from the floor. There's usually one there. It looks like it's come out. Since we do have the chain gun, let's dispose of those imps that we saw at the beginning that I didn't deal with then. I deal with them now with the chain gun, and I go for the next secret, which is through this little skull. Yeah, grab a backpack. That's always nice to have. Backpacks are good. Yellow key, and while intuitive to go straight through that yellow door, we are not going to do that. We're going to go through this yellow door instead. I prefer to start that area, or this area, I guess at this point, from the upper level. It's just easier to control the fire and to deal with all the pinkies that will be coming. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. So there are some gunners, and there are some imps and other enemies. We've just cleared them out. Shotgunner up there. Don't forget about the shotgunner, because of course you can take some damage. Hit that switch and head down. There's going to be a pinky near you, but as you can see, we can go ahead. There are imps, but we're using the barrels strategically here. So now we've disposed of all the pinkies. Be careful not to be near a barrel when the imps fire. Should you use your chain gun? Do you want to use your shotgun? That's personal preference. There are enemies about, so just be mindful of that. Maybe one more shot. Okay. Let's grab these health bonuses before we forget them. An armor if you need it. Yes, there are imps over there. We can leave them alone. We don't go after them quite yet, but we will. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in through these doors. There are shotgunners, 2 to be specific, on that upper ledge, and then 4 zombie men over here, and then some imps beyond if there are any that survive. Nope, doesn't look like any did, which is good. Pick up the ammo, that's always nice. Stim packs if you need. Don't go for the red key. Instead, strafe run or just simply run off here. The key will lower anyway. Do grab your rocket launcher, always nice. And I use this area to dispose of the specters because those barrels were still around. So if you saw where the specters came from, this little alcove area has a bunch of armor bonuses in them, so do go and get them. Yes, there's a health bonus back there. We're going to deal with that last because that's going to be our exit switch, really. There is an exit, which I'm going to get to first, and there's also a secret exit on this map, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to already get to a secret exit so early in the game, which I think is pretty exciting. So before we do that, we still have the regular exit to go to. So that's through here. Open the red door and aim for the barrel. Do dispose of that shotgunner, and then with maybe a gentle or less than gentle tappa take care of the imps. And now in the regular exit, we have our pinky left. Do not press the button for the regular exit. Use the other red door. Unless you want to go out the regular exit, that's perfectly legitimate, but I'm pretty sure you do want to go through the secret exit, don't you? I know I do, so that's the way we're going to go. So back to the lower level, I guess yellow key. So now we can go down, pick up the ammo, sure, the health bonus for sure. Hit that switch because it does change, the door opens only briefly. So head through it for the Spectre. Then we're going to go through here, which is the secret area, and it's the last secret. And the secret area leads us to the secret exit for the secret map, which is pretty exciting, pretty early on in the game. And that leaves only the secret exit being guarded by a Spectre. So let's do a final count. Yes, all 77 kills, all 4 secrets, and all 32 items. You know what that means indeed. We are done. And that is Sluice Gate. That's map 3. And then we've taken the secret exit. We'll be at the next map on the next video. That's pretty exciting. This was, of course, the WoD Deathless. It is episode 1, Lifeless, map 3, Sluice Gate. A fun map. Whether or not you start with a pistol, there's different ways to go about it. I go ahead like I have a pistol start, just in case you prefer pistol starting, and this way you can see the best way, in my view, to approach it, conserve your ammo, and then pick up the ammo you need to finish off the rest of the enemies. And I've shown you in the particular order that I progress through the map. Perhaps you thought that was good. If you have other ideas, feel free to let me know in the comments. Either way, if you did like what you saw, or you got some good tips and tricks, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.